this service at high estimation would be in high estimation would be inhibiting on the service providers for the women who are choosing the abortion. Now, we need to investigate some lies. Is restrictive abortion language constitutional? Meaning, is it to restrict abortion? The lie is that we should not be including abortion language in the Constitution. They would like to make us feel like we did the worst thing to ever even mention the word abortion in the Constitution. In fact, the argument would be that we are going against the international consensus that the language specifying when life begins does not even belong in the Constitution. For sure, our Constitution was a novelty when it chose to define when lines. Very few other constitutions are that precise. But as I've told you, given the Nyamu case, we had no option but to define when life begins, because we had already seen what the challenge was. Because we are a sovereign state, and that we had been by that time rejecting any pressure to legalize them, one can actually say that expressly prohibiting abortion in our Constitution, we are meeting the will of the people by having restrictions against abortion. We are affirming the will of the people who are sovereign and delegating their power to the state to do so. The other lie usually is that restrictive abortion laws kill women, okay, and safe abortions. Many women are dying as a result of unsafe abortions because the law is restrictive, it is stigmatizing the practice, etc. They will argue that restrictive abortion laws do not stop women from terminating pregnancy, but they only restrict access to abortion. This leads to higher rates of death from unsafe abortion. And you're aware of the statistics that have been thrown around, 465,000 people a year, etc. I keep throwing these figures around. There's a paper that has been done on Malawi by Dr. Callum Miller that actually has busted the myth of these figures that are thrown around. One thing that I found was the same figure that had been used, 465,000 in 2014 for Kenya. The same figure had been used for Uganda 2 years earlier. The same figure had been used for Zambia. It's like they were quoting from the same source, but for all these countries, 465,000. They keep throwing the number. So yes, that is, and the truth is that, for example, South Africa